Welcome back to another exciting episode of Grain of Salt, where we attempt to destroy the lies of the devil by using the word that we've been given, which destroys the lies of the devil in our own lives, to get free from the false teaching offered to us and to be hooked in to the Word of God. That sounds like a pretty good commercial, don't it? But it's true. And I'm Wild Bill, your host, and I'll be bringing you a grain of salt. Just want to continue on this worrying thing. I hope it helps you. If it don't, maybe it'll help somebody else. Share it with somebody else. And if you think that I'm not that guy, well, delete. So anyway, I've just been thinking about worrying, and because I do worry, I'm attempting to get out of that, though. I'm wanting to be free from that, and I'm just picking up things from meditating on the Word, and that are helping me to gain security and a place of safety in Him. And I want to be free from worry. I don't want to worry no more. I want to obey that command. And it is a command, by grannies. It is a command. There's a movement, and it has been forever, since the Garden of Eden, to dispel the Word of God by twisting it. And some people say Jesus sets us free from all rules. There's freedom in Jesus, and there is, He set us free from the law of sin and death. They misquoting, misrepresenting, whatever the Word of God, misinterpreting, and Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law. There are no commands. Well, right here's one. Do not worry. Do not keep worrying. Do not be afraid. Jesus said that. He said all of those things in Luke chapter 12 and more. And He don't want us to worry because He wants us free from that if we come into His kingdom, we can be done with worrying. And just want to continue. The last thing we talked about is, how is it possible to live a worry-free life? I believe I found the answer here in Luke 12. I think it's a matter of what our focus is on, our heart. Which direction is our heart going toward? Where is your love, your passion, your desire? Is it on things of this life? Is that where your treasure is? Because where your treasure is, your heart's going to be there also. Or is it toward Him, toward the heavens? Have you put your mind on the things above and not on the things of the earth? Is all your focus and desire on Him? Are you rich toward God, rather than rich toward the things of this life? And again, I believe it's because we've been lied to and we've been conditioned by false teaching to love this life and everything it offers to us. And so therefore we go after these things with all our heart. Did you hear that? And we need to refocus. And so I want you to know that something I'm learning is that we can be completely overwhelmed if our focus is on the things of this world. If our heart investment and preoccupation and concern is here and not there on Him, then we're going to get overwhelmed. If our heart's in heaven where nothing changes and all is fixed on His promises, that are fixed, by the way, and secure and stable, firmly planted. I mean, it's His word. He's not going to break His word. Then we can obey this command of do not worry. Jesus does offer us all worry-free living, even the sinners, even the unsaved. It's offered to everybody. But He demands a heart change, a transfer, if you will, from the earth to heaven. And that is hard and difficult. Our focus has got to be on the things which are above. I mean, we've got to understand from these verses several things, but we need to understand that there is a priority for us to follow after. He said life is more than food, and the body is more than clothing. There's some of us, and me too, I've been there and I'm trying to get out of there, that we think all our concern ought to be on scraping and scrounging and, thrusting after and keeping our mind fixed on that grindstone because we got to get more food. We got to take care of this body. And then some people are all about fashion. They're all about what I'm going to put on. I've got to fit in with the world. Have you ever read Hebrews 11? I mean, some of them people, all they had was the skins of animals. And they were servants of the Most High, focused on His things. And so, we have got to change our priority on this life. It ain't about the getting of everything we can in this life. That's just not the truth. According to Luke 12, I think somewhere around verse 22 or so. And we got to understand this, that He will provide for us. He said the ravens don't work, and they don't work themselves to death, and they have no storehouse or barn to put anything in, and yet He feeds them. And are you not more valuable than they are? So He will provide for us. And we got to understand that you can't add one cubit to your stature, and you can't add 1 hour to the amount of time of your life. That's up to Him. So you don't need to be worrying about that part of your life. You will not live 1 minute past what He has provided for you, and you won't live 1 minute shorter than that. And you need to understand that He's your Father, and He knows that you have the needs. He knows what you need. He says, though, seek first the kingdom, and it pleases Him to give you the kingdom. So just seek His kingdom, and we will have all that we need. Or we can worry, and sin. Take all that with a grain of salt.